Tonight you're on this call for a very special reason. You're probably looking for change, and change could be different for each of us, whether you're looking for peace of mind, whether you're looking for a better alternative for you and your family. And we have a saying, it's safe to dream again. And to share our story tonight is a good friend and business partner, Cheryl and Ray Herron. And what's special about Ray, you'll know in just a few minutes once you listen to his message. Over 2 decades as a professional in network marketing. And he has the rare privilege of actually being personally mentored by the late Jim Rohn. And I don't mean just listening to the CDs. I mean actually mentored by Jim Rohn. And he really believes that those who seriously pursue personal development are more likely to succeed in any profession. And Ray and Cheryl have built fortunes around 4 companies in the past, in excess over 100,000 each, and well over 1 million distributors. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our good friend, 200K, Ray Herron. Over to you, Ray.
Well, thank you, Sandy. Good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure to be on the phone here with you tonight, and I want to cover some things with you. You know, the subject of tonight's call is XANGO, the opportunity of a lifetime, and I'll be frank with you, and you'll probably agree, they all say that in this industry. I mean, certainly when people are trying to recruit you and I, they want to try to do their best to convince us that their company is the opportunity of a lifetime, and many of them believe that. But I got to tell you, having some 24 years now, Sandy, I've been full-time in this industry and pretty much every day of my life, and I've become somewhat of a network marketing historian, and I guess when you hang around that long, you do become a historian. So I've seen a lot of things, and I've been involved with just a handful of companies. Like Sandy said, Cheryl and I have had 4 rather large successes in this industry, and you know, looking back, I can tell you that 2 of those companies that I had chosen in the earlier days, while we had great success, it didn't last. These companies, they failed for a number of reasons, and they were lacking in some areas that I'd like to point out to you that where XANGO excels. And so the 3rd company, prior to XANGO, was very successful. We eventually sold that business, and we found a home here at XANGO now almost 10 years ago. So, you know, in order to predict where a company is going to go in the future, you got to somewhat take a rearview mirror perspective of where they've been, and I got to tell you, it was exciting from day one getting involved with this company, and I had the advantage of knowing the guys that founded this company. There's 6 founders in the company, wonderful men and personal friends of mine, and I knew a lot about them and had worked with most of them in the past before, so I didn't have to guess. Did these guys have the experience? Did they have the long-range vision that is required? In this industry, folks, you almost got to see the curves in advance because you're going to get them, and if you have a fast-growing company. So I can tell you personally that you're going to hear this from any company that's trying to recruit you, that our leaders have integrity, and it's kind of been my experience with other companies we've been involved with. Integrity was lacking. I can assure you that these guys have it in abundance. And things like paying you on time, treating you with respect, treating your customers and your distributors with respect are important to you, great products are important to you, then I want you to seriously evaluate this company, XANGO. I'll probably mention that several times tonight, but let me just cover a few things that I think are important to any of us that's taking a look at a network marketing business. Number one, stability is real key, and I think integrity fits in there. These guys, no doubt, they're stable. I can tell you they're good corporate citizens, they're good family people, and they're real givers. This company, XANGO, from day one, has been the #1 contributor to Operation Kids, which is a really large organization. They just help underprivileged children all over the world, and they didn't just do that to look good. They truly do care. And while that may not be important to you, I think if you want to be on our team, most of us care a great deal about that. And if you brought that kind of caring to the call, then I assure you, you'll be very proud of this company, just like we are. They're heavily involved in Operation Smiles. Most of you are familiar with what they do. They give a smile to these underprivileged children all over the world and send teams of doctors everywhere. They feed hungry kids in third world countries. I could go on and on with their charitable giving that takes place in this company, not every day, but every hour. It's an incredible thing. So the company is very stable. These guys are very credible. They know what they're doing. Prior to starting this company, they were the highest paid executives in this entire industry. They've built companies before for other people. So they knew exactly what they were doing, and couldn't be more proud of them. And I assure you, folks, if you've been through what I've been through, those things are important. You need to be able to count on these guys making the right decisions and always having our products ready, not back ordering things, paying us on time, and treating us with respect. And XANGO has that in abundance. And you want to look for what kind of products does the company have. Boy, Sandy, I wouldn't know where to start when it comes to XANGO. We started, most of you probably are familiar with a little mangosteen juice. It was kind of an innocent-looking thing. It's made from the whole mangosteen fruit, which comes from Southeast Asia. It's a great tasting juice. But let me tell you, if you ever found a product that speaks louder than you do, XANGO is it. It's all we had in the beginning, and the results that we got with people using that product it literally rocketed us into vertical growth. I remember those times when I'm telling you it was almost impossible to keep up with the growth, and I would have thought any company, no matter how talented they were, would have a difficult time, but these guys, they never missed a beat. So we were tried by fire, and they passed with flying colors. That was our initial product, and I'm not going to cover all of our products here tonight. The person that invited you on this call will be able to do that. But every product line we have, you could build a company with, which is really important to me. They're just not me-too products. They're category-creating products. If skincare is important to you, we probably got the finest skincare this world has ever seen. It's toxin-free. It's amazing stuff, and people just love it. They buy it over and over and over again. One of the reasons it makes our company so strong, not everybody involved in the company is a distributor. Many of them are just wholesale customers. They love it. They know there's only one place to get the product that they loved, and that's through XANGO, and they purchase it every month, every month, every month. They depend on it for good health. We've got vitamin line called 365. I said we're going to cover them all, but I'll mention a few. All the guesswork has been taken out of good nutrition if you like vitamins and minerals, and my goodness, who don't want to take the best? We've got whole food vitamins and minerals already prepackaged for us. I depend on it for good health. I just take it once every day, and literally hundreds of thousands of others do it as well. And then we've got just recently, could be of interest to you, I can't think of any product line that's probably more attractive to people than a good, not weight loss product, but a good weight management product. Although many people have lost a lot, I personally have lost 31 pounds in the last 3 months, and I'm impressed by that. And I've got a lot of friends that's easily lost twice that much in the same period of time. So it's a product called Faveo. Get ready, whether you join XANGO or not, you're going to hear a great deal about that product line. So that's one of the reasons I would say that this is the opportunity of a lifetime. This is a company, like I said, in 10 years, we've accomplished incredible things. Our sales total well into the billions. We've developed, the company has, over 100 millionaires in this short 9.5 years. And we're now averaging probably 10 new millionaires a month. And pretty soon that'll probably double and triple. The next 10 years of this company is going to be something that I promise you that if you do your homework, you're going to want to be involved with. We're going to break all the records, all the ones that's been in this industry. We've already broken many of them. And I can tell you their home office is gorgeous. I encourage you, the guy and gal that invited you on this call, take a look. You can go online, just take a look at their home office. It's 500,000 square feet of the most gorgeous office space you've ever seen. Bought and paid for. They don't owe a dime on it. We have a distribution center that's over 1 million square feet. We're open in 40 countries, over 40 countries around the world. So the opportunity, if it's opportunity you're looking for, it doesn't get any bigger than XANGO. It's as big as it can get, and it's basically, as far as I'm concerned, we're just getting started on our next decade coming up here. And it's going to be phenomenal what's going to happen. Many, many people are going to be set free financially. And I got to tell you, I hope it happens for just like it has up to this point, except triple, because I know what it's like. I was dirt poor when I got in this industry 24 years ago, raised on welfare in a couple of states as a young boy. Didn't have any education, and like Sandy said, I had the good fortune to get involved in this industry and met Jim Rohn early on. I believe it was an answer to prayer, and I'll never ever think anything other than that, to get to meet the man himself and be personally mentored by him. It meant everything to me, and I got to tell you, when I personally got involved in this industry, I was scared to death. But I had a need. Cheryl and I had 3 small children. I was way behind in all the bills that I had, and I needed to choose well, and I did choose a good company back in those days, and or at least I thought I did, up until it kind of became obvious that these guys lost their way. You know what I mean? And so I found myself looking for another company. Once again, no regrets. Made an awful lot of money with them. Got the most valuable training from Jim Rohn while I was there with that company. And then, you know, time works on, and after a while you find yourself looking again. And I want to save you from looking again. I want you to choose well one time. Some of you, maybe you've already experienced some of the things I'm talking to you about here tonight, but hopefully this is your first choice. This is your first time you're looking at this industry, and you want to find a company that's worth your time. And I couldn't say enough to encourage you to investigate XANGO from A to Z. You'll love everything that you hear, everything that you see, and I promise you, you'll fall in love with these products. Another thing that's important, other than stability and products, is that you got to have a compensation plan that rewards people fairly. I'm completely familiar with every marketing plan that's ever been used in this industry, all the way from matrices to binary compensation plans, stair-step breakaway compensation plans, and every kind of a Australian two-up plan you could think of, and every type of a hybrid plan you can think of. XANGO is a uni-level compensation plan, easily the most level playing field that you can have. XANGO does not require you and I to order scads of products every month, and they don't put any onerous requirements on you to receive the maximum in their compensation plan. All you ever have to do is $200 in business volume with the company every month. And what that means is you don't have to be garage qualified. I remember the first time I got involved in this industry, I had to buy so much product that my lights were shining in the trees in my car because there's so much weight in the back of it. I got tried in those stair-step breakaway marketing plans way back in the day. So I have learned to evaluate compensation plans over the years, and can tell you that a unilevel compensation plan is as fair as you're ever going to find. And also, it pays you, folks, through 9 levels of people. And while that could be foreign to you, let me explain it to you this way. You could pretty much maximize the compensation plan in XANGO with 3 people who are equally excited about building a business as you are. And essentially, if you sponsor 3 people and they do likewise, and that's what network marketing is, it's a duplicating business, and they do likewise, you'd have 3 people on your first level. You'd now have 9 on your second level, and when they found their 3, you'd have 27 on your third. And you can see how the exponential growth of those numbers down through 9 levels, it'll short-circuit you. But believe me, that's how XANGO pays. 9 levels deep through basically referral marketing is what I call it. And we have such product loyalty. Sandy, I believe, I don't know what the latest statistics are, but we have the highest reorder rate in this industry, and we've kind of held on to that ever since we started day one. We are completely loyal. So are the people that use our products to what we have here. It's a fine compensation plan. They got all the stability in the world. These guys have integrity. Best products, like I said, they're category-creating products. We have one product line called Elavive. It's for those that are tired, stressed, and depressed. How many people do we know that are tired, stressed, and depressed? We just got great product line, and every one of them, like I said, is a category creator. You could build a business with each and every one of them. But our products are so strong, so good, as people begin to build their business. Obviously, they're making some income. They have a little more money to spend. They use all of these products. I know in our household we spend an awful lot of money using these products, and thank God we can afford to do it. But we really believe they save us money. We don't spend any extra dollars at the hospital. We're in great shape thanks to this company and these great products. And I really do believe XANGO is an opportunity of a lifetime. And I wish I had more than just a few minutes here tonight to share that with you. But my strong suggestion to you, as I said, really evaluate this. Most people get involved. Well, actually, they get involved in this industry all kinds of ways. There's some great presenters out there in this industry. Some of them have become friends of mine over the years, and some of them are very good at getting you and I emotionally charged about getting involved with them. And many of them have, if they had it to do over, many of them have told me many times, I wish I would have joined you when XANGO started. I don't want you to be confused in any way. I don't believe that XANGO is the only company in this industry you ought to consider, but I can tell you this, it's only one of a small handful of all the hundreds, if not thousands of companies in this industry. There's just, it's a fairly easy business for some of them to get involved in, not a fairly easy business for them to maintain these things that are important, like their stability, their products, and their compensation plan. These companies have a history out there of changing the game on people. XANGO has never once, not one time, have they ever changed our compensation schedule. They have enhanced it a few times and actually added some more financial incentives to us. We're all thankful for that. But never once have I seen this company ever attempt to change the compensation plan on us. And I can tell you there's not a single company of all the companies that I'm familiar with, and I'm personally familiar with hundreds of them. I could not say that about any of them. They've changed the game so many times, and I got to tell you, if you're doing XANGO for the first time, consider yourself fortunate. And all I can say is that this thing is worth doing. It's worth looking at. It's worth your time. It's worth your time to get your questions answered. The things that are important in this industry, folks, is the things I'm discussing with you here this evening. You got to have that stability. You got to have great products that speak louder than you do, and you got to have a great compensation plan that you can count on, that you can teach others. The best part about what we have too is that I'm sure Collie will probably talk about that here in a minute. I'm going to introduce her in just a few minutes, but got great systems. This call is not about systems, but I want you to know, if you're evaluating this, you could be brand new looking at XANGO thinking, how do these people become millionaires doing this? How do they do it? Well, number one, you got to have something that's attractive to people. XANGO is very attractive. Got to have these great products. You got to have the stability. You need all of that. But what do you have that introduces this company other than a voice message from Ray Herron? What do you have? These guys have got some of the finest tools in the world. In the world. These are tools that say it perfect every time. And I have a theory, not a theory, it's very practical. The way I've built all these businesses in my 24 years of doing this. I have a little system I use. It's a 4-step system. Number one, you and I are just looking for people to talk to. We're not, You know, we don't absolutely rule out anybody. We're just looking for people to talk to, people that are looking for an opportunity, maybe people that are looking for life-changing products. And we just sort through them, not trying to convince anybody of anything. That's step number one. Step number two, we just want to share some information with them. And these gals have put together some things that I promise you, it shares it in the most professional manner. It's designed to give people the answers that they're looking for. So a lot of the guesswork's been taken out. You and I don't have to be an expert. It's already there for us. We can send them a video link. We can send them whatever. It's all there. It's already in place for you. Step number two. And then number three, what do? You follow up with them and get their opinion of what they saw. And they're going to get a much better overview of this company with these professional tools that I'm talking about than I can give you here tonight. Now these people are going to be extremely interested, and these gals will teach you along the way. Now you put them on the phone with someone that's in the business, someone like me, someone like Sandy, someone like Collie, and we're bulletproof. We're bulletproof about XANGO because we know, number one, that it is a wonderful company. We know the opportunity is right for people that are looking, and we compete in an interesting environment out there with other companies, but I promise you, when people do their homework and you do these little simple basic things, step number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they get the information they need on XANGO in a very professional way, you're going to build a large business. And I find it interesting that most people are they just kick tires and they don't look seriously. I want to encourage you to look very seriously at this. Be careful that you don't pass on XANGO because it's beyond a major success story in the making. This thing is the whole world's going to know about us here in the next decade. And if financial independence is what you're looking for, good health is what you're looking for, great company is what you're looking for, I promise you'll find a home here. And I was thinking, I think this call is called Life as It Could Be. Well, let me tell you, life as it could be, the only thing standing between you and life as it could be is you making the right decision. And I encourage you to make the right decision. Look at us closely, and we would welcome you. We'll throw you a lifeline. We'll help you become successful. We'll help you realize your dreams here at XANGO. And I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to me tonight, and it's my great pleasure to introduce my good friend. And really, folks, some of you, if you check around, this lady is a legend in this industry, been extremely successful, made lots and lots of money. And when it comes to network marketing, she knows what she's doing, and I respect her greatly. Collie Butler, are you there?
I'm here, Ray. Thank you so much for your call this evening. We really appreciate that. And, you know, folks, I want you to know, Ray and Cheryl, they're my sponsors in XANGO. And I've been in this industry now for 22 years, and I know Ray and I only knew each other from reputation. We were never involved in the same companies. We had talked to each other before over time when we'd be involved in whatever we were doing and sharing with each other. And one day I got a call when it was the right time in my life, when it was a time when I was looking for something. And I, too, it was really important to me to make the right decision. See, the thing I know about network marketing and that I've learned is that just about anybody can make money in just about any company, with just about any product and just about any comp plan for a period of time. But finding something that will last you a lifetime is really, really, really a challenge. Out of the thousands and thousands of companies that have been born in network marketing, there's really only a handful that have even stood the test of time. And XANGO is one of those. Not only are they one of those, but they are actually the fastest company to ever reach $100 million a year in sales, and the fastest company to ever reach $250 million a year in sales. And they're on track right now to beat the record of the record holder of one of the handful of companies in the entire industry to ever accomplish $1 billion in sales. And that happened for a reason. It happened because it was the special combination of the right people and the right products with the right know-how from 6 founders that combined have the experience and the talent to know how to brand, to know how to bring products to market, to know how to open international companies, to understand what it takes for customer service and to ship and to pay commissions, to create a compensation plan that truly is fair and that will reward all distributors according to their effort. Some of our distributors put in big-time effort and they're making big-time money. And our Millionaires Club and the number of new millionaires joining each day is a sign of that. We're not just an opportunity to make money for a little while or for 2012, but we're the opportunity to make a substantial income, whatever your heart desires, whatever you're willing to put your time and effort into. And XANGO will be there for a lifetime, and you can count on that and take it to the bank. Ray, thank you so much for your call this evening, and for all of you who are listening, who are guests this evening, make sure you get back to the person who invited you to this call. Make sure that you ask those questions and kick those tires, and if you're really serious, take a trip out to the home office, meet the founders, and ask them those questions yourself, because you will find out, as we all know, that we truly are XANGO, the opportunity of a lifetime. Thanks for listening, and please get back to the person who invited you to this call. Good night, everyone.